Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome in. So look, over the past couple of hours, or really since this morning, there's been a couple of rumblings. There's been a few reports leaking out of Chicago regarding wide receiver Allen Robinson. As we all know, Allen Robinson, the extremely productive wide receiver, former Jacksonville Jaguar. I mean, we all remember back in, I think it was 2015, when he lit up the league. I think he had 1,400 receiving yards, if my memory serves me correctly. Pro Bowl season. I mean, he is a crazy red zone threat, downfield threat as well. Box out ability is crazy. The guy's a beast. You know it. I know it. I really like Allen Robinson just as an overall player. Okay, so to hear these reports coming out saying that he wants out of Chicago is very, very intriguing. Okay, especially as a Jet fan here, knowing we have money, we like cap space, we have equity to give up, like draft picks and all that kind of good stuff, and we have a need. Most importantly, we have a need. When you look at the New York Jets wide receiving room, not only is it young, it's inexperienced, but it's thin and injured. Okay, now this is kind of beside the point, but when you look at Denzel Mims getting put on IR literally 4 minutes ago, you're looking at this healthy wide receiving room. I mean, remember, we have to go play San Francisco. We have to go play Indianapolis after that. Not to mention we play Buffalo once more in the season. We got New England twice. We got Seattle at some point. We got the Rams. We have a tough schedule this season, okay? And I don't know how Joe Douglas or really any New York Jet fan out there can expect this offense to, have any sort of success with. And I'm not, hating on guys, the current guys that we have, like Rashad Perryman and Chris Hogan and Jamison Crowder, because I do like all those guys. But when that's it, when those are your three guys and that's it moving forward, and the second round pick that you brought in to help this team to play on the outside, to help Sam Darnold and to help Le'Veon Bell and to finally give this New York Jets offense another playmaker outside of Bell, if he goes down, or once he went down with the injury, you're sitting there scratching your head like if Russell Wilson was on this team, would he even have success? I mean, it's come to that point. So number one, to be a Jet fan and to hear these reports and see what's going on, and hearing that Allen Robinson all of a sudden wants out of Chicago out of nowhere. And by the way, he is in his last year of his contract as well. Just an interesting kind of point to note. To hear that, and to be thinking about everything that the Jets have to offer to Chicago, I think it's really realistic that the Jets could wind up pulling a trade off for him. Now, given Joe Douglas's history, or his, so far his New York Jets tenure as general manager, to me, it seems like he does not want anything to do with like big name guys or guys that are going to be a headache, such as Logan Ryan, Jadeveon Clowney, and other big name guys like in the free agency market and whatnot. It's looking like he was trying to go for like bargain type of things, 1-year contract, super cheap, not re-signing Robbie Anderson, kind of just short, cheap, prove it style 1-year contracts. Call me crazy, but I think Allen Robinson is, I think this could be a situation where Joe Douglas actually scratches his head and thinks to himself, you know what, here's an opportunity where finally, since 2015 here, the New York Jets can get a number one wide receiver. And when I'm referencing 2015, I'm talking about Brandon Marshall. We haven't had one since. Okay, we have had horrible luck at the wide receiver position for years. I mean, you want to talk about guys like Stephen Hill and just guys that just didn't work out. You remember when Geno Smith was the quarterback and Salim Hakeem was playing wide receiver? No shade to Salim Hakeem. I loved him. I thought he was a really good player. But when he's your starting wide receiver, I mean, there's an issue. So as we stand today, Joe Douglas has the power. He has the capabilities to pull off a trade for Allen Robinson. Now, we do have to take into consideration we would have to lose a valuable asset to Chicago, right? They would be getting something nice in return, whether it's a mid-round pick or what have you. We would be losing something. Okay, so it wouldn't just be Allen Robinson walking in the door for free. And then you have to look into the future. What's happening next year? What's happening the year after that? How's Allen Robinson's health? We would have to sign this dude to a pretty big contract. Okay, so that's something that Joe Douglas, that's something that this organization will have to live with if we do pull off a trade for A-Rob. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Number one, do you want the New York Jets to pull off this trade? And then number two, do you think it's smart for the Jets to go out, give up an asset to get a guy like A-Rob in return? Now, keep in mind, and this is probably gonna, be a couple videos down the line here, so little sneak peek, there are a couple of other wide receivers that are on the move, or that could possibly be on the move. Odell Beckham Jr., maybe Juju Smith-Schuster, we don't know, but now Allen Robinson is entering that mix. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.